Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Delete Lawz. Thank you all for coming. Everybody, do me a favor. Put down in the comment section real fast, OTVO, Overturn Terry versus Ohio. You can also put JBTP, Jack Boot Thug Pig, JBTP, Jack Boot Thug Pig. You can put that too if you want.
Dozens of body camera videos linked to cases flagged as misconduct by the Justice Department.
A man in one of those videos told WDRB's Darby Bean, Louisville police need to find a way to rebuild trust in the community.
April 2019, police pulled over Radcliffe attorney Douglas Miller, accused of speeding on I-264.
Go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind.
No, look, I'll do your test. I'll do your test.
The arrest citation says an officer could smell alcohol. An officer asked Miller to take a breathalyzer test. He initially agreed before asking questions like whether he would be arrested if he declined.
I'll take your test.
Look at that, grabbing him and smacking him on, slamming him onto the hood of the car.
Get on the ground!
There it is again. Get on the ground! Show me your hands! Get on the ground! We've got to change this trash organization.
Roll over right now.
Oh my, look at that. Look at that.
Take your test. Get on the ground! Roll over right now.
Oh no. Colin, DLZ clips. Sorry, bro. Welcome to another demonetized stream right here on Delete Lawz, everybody. We showed the cops choking somebody. That's it. Cut the money. Cut the money. Cut the money. YouTube. You are showing a cop grab a citizen's throat. Cut the money on that video. Nobody wants to see that. Advertisers don't want to pay for you to show what the state does to people in the streets of America. Sorry, DLZ clips. Sorry, bro. Sorry. At least that guy sent you $100 today, bro. Huh? DLZ clips. He just gave a great big thumbs up. We are not allowed to monetize a stream that shows what the state does to people in this country. You're not allowed to show that and make money. Advertisers don't want to pay for you to show the cops choking people, Chille. Okay? Advertisers don't want to pay for that. God.
Now.
His case is just one example flagged by the Department of Justice. Thursday, LMPD added around 50 hours of body camera video online related to the DOJ report into policing in Louisville. Most range from 2016 to 2021.
Put your hand behind your back.
Look at that.
Range from 2016 to 2021.
Put your hand.
Oh, dude. So, you know, it's funny. I wanted to show you guys that, and then I'm going to show you a video that's coming out tomorrow morning on DLZ Main.
Behind your back.
In May, LMPD and Mayor Craig Greenberg explained.
Oh, man, he pushes his head down, then pulls him back up by the hair. This is Louisville Metro, by the way, in Kentucky.
That of the 62 cases listed on the DOJ report, about half of them legally cannot be reopened, and disciplinary decisions by previous chiefs are final. For others, the city says the new chief and her executive team have now formally reviewed those cases to determine what, if any, further action is needed. Specific actions on certain cases have not been made available.
Not only me, it's hundreds of other people.
Right.
That distrust the police now.
No, it's thousands, bro. It's thousands. It's thousands, and it's half the population or more. And if it hasn't happened to you yet, it will. It's just a matter of when.
And the police can't operate without the trust of the citizens. And that's a problem.
And what is happening? And what's the front headlines of all? Alex, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Another member on team DLZ. What is happening across the country? I'm going to go to Indiana. Hey, Indiana, I go to Oklahoma next week. I'm going to swing through Indiana. I'm going to film cops within 25 feet. So you guys get me out of jail. Don't leave me in the dungeon. I'm coming to Indiana. I actually researched it today. They actually passed a law that you can't film cops within 25 feet. So I'm going to jail, boys and girls. He just said that the cops can't function without the trust of the public. And that's what we're seeing, is that every day average, normal boys and girls who are not constitutional law scholars, that were not brutally wronged by police. Like I was well, what's brutally wronged? He's saying that they can't function without the trust of the people. And now they can't function because people are constantly swamping them with cameras when they pull people over, because we're all afraid they're going to kill someone and it's going to cause a freaking riot. I don't want a riot. I don't want the cops to kill people to try to uphold law and order. But look at the law and order they're upholding. The war on drugs, you guys saw it. It's not working. They get to run around acting like G.I. Joe, loser, flashbang, coming up, behind you, blue 74, hut. It's like you're reliving your football glory days, bro, or your Iraq days. But you're not helping us at all, dude. You are the literal cancer of our society. We hate you. I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to hate you. I want you to be able to wear your Cash App on the back of your uniform, and people love what you've done so much that they're Cash Apping you because you're so humane and tolerant and patient. But that's not what we have in this country. And he's saying it, this what looks like a half successful white dude. He's saying they can't function. Woke Pete joined up. What's up, Woke Pete? We got another member. Thank you for joining, Pete.
In this case, documents from 2020 show officers Mark Baston and Troy Best were exonerated. Therefore, no disciplinary action, and the case was dismissed. LMPD says both officers resigned from the department in 2021. But the DOJ used this case as a use of force example, concluding an officer
so I'm going to go back and I want you to hear something, and I'm going to teach you something.
Was dismissed. LMPD says both officers resigned from the department in 2021.
Okay, boom, right there. Take a pause just for 1 second. The reason that they resigned from the department is because when they get their peace officer certificate from Peace Officer Standards and Training called POST, I guess in other states you could have CLEAT like you have in Oklahoma. A friend of mine told me about that. There's a few different ones, but they're all pretty much the same. They're POST. You get your certificate for being a pig from one of these organizations. Your pig certificate is good for 60 months, 5 years after you resign. So you can kill a kid in Kentucky, Jeff Racer Jr., he's resigned over there. Did Jeff Racer Jr. resign, Colin, or was he fired? He resigned, right? So he resigned over there it was Ashland, Kentucky, where Laney Hudson was mowed down by that pig as he was off duty driving the car drunk. Okay, allegedly. So then he resigns. His Peace Officer Standard Training Certificate is good for 60 months after his resignation. What the resignation does is releases him from all liability from the case. Now, you can still be charged criminally. There's ways to go around that. But it's once they resign, that's it. They're gone. And the department says he's not with us anymore. We're done with it. Then that piggy lies dormant for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years later. And then they go apply at the Minneapolis Police Department. It's called reciprocity, where the other state will honor the other state's POST or CLEAT certificate. It's the resignation loophole. And then what they earned on their pension during that 6 or 7 years at this pig shack, then they resign for 3 years. That 7 years they put in at the previous pig shack transfers to the other pig shack. You understand that? I'm telling you how it works. The limited knowledge I have from not being a pig on the inside, but that's how it works.
But the DOJ used this case as a use of force example, concluding an officer grabbed and squeezed Miller's throat, and at no point were the officers justified in using neck restraints.
Quit moving. Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. You're killing me.
You know, I was hurt pretty bad. They asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital. Maybe I should have, but I didn't realize how bad it was.
Tell me this is a dream. God almighty, tell me this is a dream.
This is America, Jack.
Miller says this has also impacted him in other ways, and it's been difficult to get answers from LMPD.
It's more psychological than physical.
Right. Now, everywhere he goes, when he sees a pig on a bike or a pig in a car, he thinks Jack Boot Thug Pig, JBTP.
You know, I went to see a therapist or whatever, but PTSD.
Now the city will work with the federal government to try and create policies moving forward. Reporting with photojournalist Ian Cunningham, Darby Bean, WDRB News.